Hello, Cancer, and welcome back to Appalachian Tarot. I am so glad that you decided to take some time out of your busy day to join us today. If you are new to my channel, then welcome. I'm very, very pleased that you decided to join us. While I go ahead and shuffle these Seasons of the Witch Oracle cards, I'd like for you to do me a favor and click that like and subscribe button. Let's help build the channel. And if you find this reading useful, why don't you go ahead and just share it with a friend? Maybe another Cancer who can perhaps find a message that resonates with them as well. This is a collective reading for the sign of Cancer. So however that resonates with you is fine. You are welcome here. But just remember, because it is a collective reading, that not everything will resonate with you. So take what does and leave the rest. And we're going to start with this beautiful cow card, which is what the universe has drawn for you today, Cancer. May the embrace of all that is nurturing you awaken in all that you are becoming. How beautiful that card is. And just this cow in all of his spring glory. And I believe it's a him because it's got horns. But of course, that's just the card. The energy has no sex, no gender, no nothing. Let's go ahead and read from the book. Since not everyone's going to be familiar with the Seasons of the Oracle, I'd like to give you some deeper context here. And, I've passed it up. It's okay. But you go ahead and start meditating on what you think this cow card might mean for you, Cancer. Your keyword is nurturing. Okay. Cow represents all things related to a happy home, stability, nourishment, and the quote-unquote mother archetype. A cow's size may seem overwhelming, but you cannot help but feel a sense of comfort when close by these gentle spirits. Like the love of a mother, you should seek out cow spirit when you need a loving but tough push. Cow encourages you to do all you can to build a strong foundation for your goals. Your situation requires you to return to the basics of nurturing and support before moving forward. Do you have the basic requirements for what you are seeking? If you are starting a business or buying a home, do you know not what paperwork needs to be filled or what supplies you may need? If you are starting a new job, do you have all of the skills needed to be considered qualified? Cal does not invite criticism, and neither should you. You are simply being guided to examine whether or not you have all that you need to feel comfortable and safe. Sometimes you have to return to the beginning to understand where you're going. Though be warned, if you continue to walk this path as if you may be in blah, 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 I've misread, sorry. Sometimes you have to return to the beginning to understand where you're going. Though be warned, if you continue to walk this path as is, you may be in danger of building on a cracked foundation. Left unrepaired, you may find yourself in greater trouble further down the road. All right, so this is the beginning of a very exciting journey for you, Cancer. And this actually kind of brings back the reading from last week where I said that you have this immense talent that could change the world, that you are destined for greatness. And I believe that, Cancer. That message resonated with a lot of you. And I got that in your reading. You know, I didn't watch back anyone else's reading, except for I did watch one other reading back. But I watched yours, and I think the cards spoke for themselves. And now this week the universe is saying, now that you maybe believe in yourself in ways perhaps you didn't before, it's time to start building that foundation and making sure you have all the tools you need to succeed. So go ahead and meditate on what that might mean for you while I shuffle the tarot. We're going to go ahead and do just a traditional Celtic cross today. But go ahead and meditate on what the universe is trying to say to you through that cow card. Where do you need to go back to basics, Cancer? What is it in your life that is in need of attention? What is it in your life that you just need to make sure that you have all your ducks in a row and that you have all the tools necessary to succeed. This isn't a card telling you not to do something. It is a card telling you to examine how you will do something. So whatever this is, it mentioned buying a house. You know, if you are lucky enough to be able to afford a home, you know, maybe it's looking to make sure you have the right real estate agent, the right mortgage loan officer, the right appraiser, the right home inspector. You know, if you're starting a new business, perhaps you need a partner to help bring equity into the transaction and into the business. And maybe you have the vision, but you don't have the practical side of things. Or maybe you are very good at accounting and actuarial work, but you don't necessarily have a creative vision, and you need to pair with someone who does have a creative vision that aligns with your values, and that then your talents can help that business succeed. Or perhaps this is just telling you to go back to school. We'll find out. You will know. Use your intuition. This is a collective reading, so you know, not everything is going to resonate. Some things are going to be for other people specifically, but you go ahead and just meditate on what it is the universe is trying to tell you with that cow card while I shuffle. And sometimes the universe does just take a little bit longer to make itself known, and I feel that right now. It's not giving me any sign to stop shuffling, so I'm just going to keep going. Just going to keep going. What is it that Dory says? Just keep swimming? Well, I'm just going to just keep shuffling. And that's what we're going to do here. I'll keep shuffling. Oh, golly. Okay, at some point, though, I do need to stop. This video is going to be 30 minutes of nothing but shuffling. Alrighty. Oh, here we go. Oh, I saw a card I'm very excited to see. All right, how many did you get here? Oh, shit, talking mushrooms. You got 3. Okay. You have the Fool, the Page of Pentacles, and the 7 of Wands. Very interesting. Cancer, I think you're beginning a new journey, and we talked about that last week. There's the Fool card here. You have the ideas. This earthly plane here with the Page of Pentacles is you sort of stepping out and beginning that, but it is a chance to develop your skills, which is what the Cow card is calling you to do here. You know, air sign, like with the Fool here, is ideas. It's the plane of logic, of thinking, of the mind. All right, but the Pentacles here with the Page of Pentacles is the plane of the material. It's practicality, it's skills, it's money, it's career. But then you have the 7 of Wands here, which is fire energy, Leo energy in particular. And that is the plane of action, movement, progress. If you want to think about this in terms of Harry Potter, I know that's helpful for some people. You have Ravenclaw with the Fool. You have Hufflepuff with the Pentacles. And you have Gryffindor with the Wands. What this is telling me is, I mean, in conjunction with that Cow card here, that you're in a place, because this is representing you right now, you're in a place where you have this great idea and you do have this talent, but that now is a time for you to go out and start learning what you need to learn in order to succeed. Because you got some challenges that you're going to be facing here, or that you are facing. You're facing them right now, I believe. And I think that those challenges are a result of you not necessarily having the skills that you need in order to put this idea into place. You're ready for this new beginning. You're very hopeful. You're very optimistic. And you're not in a bad place at all. This is not a bad reading. These challenges and obstacles could just be, you not understanding how to incorporate a business, so you need to go take a business class. You not understanding the law school application process. So you need to start looking at that and maybe take is there like a pre-LSAT that you can take? Something like that. Let's go ahead and keep going. I'm going to put these three like this because I do believe all three of these were meant to represent you right now, but I do want to kind of rearrange them because I think that the Fool is mostly you, but these are supporting. Like, this is sort of telling me what exactly the challenge is. I mean, that's a very specific kind of reading, but I like it. I'm getting a very good energy from this. Let's see what is in your well, let's see what's blocking you first of all. What are these challenges here that you're facing right now? Oh, the Emperor. Okay. Yeah. I get the feeling, Cancer, that you are a very creative person, but that the practical side of things is not necessarily something you are comfortable with or excelling with. I think that there could be a case for some of you that you just need to take a business course or something, or you need to go ahead and study for some sort of licensure that you're going to need. Perhaps you are going to sell insurance. Perhaps you are going to sell homes. We talked about homes earlier. But I do get the feeling that you need some sort of leadership, someone who can take the ideas that you have and help to bring them to fruition. This is Aries energy, it's fire energy. The Emperor is an incredibly strong card, a grounded card. It is one of being extremely diligent, one of having great organizational skills, great practical skills, very capable. You know, the Emperor is a very capable energy. And I think that you're very capable, but perhaps not in all of the ways that you need to be in order to succeed. So you could need to, again, I mean, I get the feeling that this is just a sort of self limitation that is blocking you, but that can be corrected with the correct education or licensure or perhaps a partner that you can work with who can take care of the mundane day-to-day stuff while you focus on the big picture creative stuff. But let's keep going here, Cancer. Let's see what else is happening. In your immediate past, okay, you have the moon reversed. You're only now beginning to realize how good you are, Cancer. Very recently, you have had this sort of epiphany that you don't need to be held back by fear and that you are good enough to succeed, that you are deserving of success, that you are enough in who you are. There's this releasing of fear and insecurities, but there's still some I get a lack of direction from you, Cancer. Like, you don't know exactly which path to take or how you are meant to proceed with this particular goal. You know what the goal is. Perhaps for a very long time, Cancer, you didn't know what it was that you were put on this earth for. Perhaps you didn't know what it was that you wanted to do with your life. And you finally are getting a clearer picture about what it is you want to do. But I get the feeling from these cards right here and the cow card over here that now is the time. You know, you figured out what you want to do in the past. Now is the time to figure out how to do it. That last week's reading, you know, was really about you coming into your own power, you realizing that you are on this earth for a reason, that you have something to offer, that you have a dream you want to chase. And now this week's reading seems to be, okay, how do we chase that dream? How do we make that dream come true? What are the practical steps that need to be taken? And so I see that you are really in a place where you need to start looking not so much at the fantasy of the dream, you know, that's in your head and in your heart, but you need to start looking at the practical realities of how you're going to make that dream come true. Because tarot isn't magic. It's not, a genie lamp that you can rub and get 3 wishes. You're going to have to put in the work too, Cancer. And that's what the universe is telling you right now. The universe is willing to remove mountains on your behalf. but you have to get to the mountain first. So don't be afraid of obstacles, but you do have to start taking the steps necessary in order to proceed. What's in your immediate future if nothing changes? You get the King of Cups reversed. Okay. Yeah, if you don't do this work, Cancer, you're gonna. I mean, life's gonna kind of suck, I think. I'm being completely honest. You have to do the work. You have to do what is necessary. You need to break things off into small chunks, one step at a time. Don't think too far ahead. Don't, if your goal is to become a neurosurgeon, I don't know why I thought of that, but let's go with it. Your goal is to become a neurosurgeon, and you are, I don't know, 18 years old, just about to graduate high school. Stressing about all of the years of school and residency in front of you makes no sense. Makes no sense. What you need to focus on right now is the immediate obstacle in your path. That's it. That's it. There's a song lyric. It's a love song, and this doesn't feel like much of a love reading. But the stay with me here. Damien Rice is an Irish singer-songwriter. He's one of my favorite. And in his song "I Don't Want to Change You," he has this line, I'll feed this real slow if it's a lot to swallow. And I think that that's kind of what you need to do. Just take it slow, There's a lot of work ahead of you, and that can be overwhelming. And I'm getting that with the King of Cups reversed and the Moon reversed, that you, Cancer, are someone who could be easily overwhelmed emotionally or mentally. Don't let yourself be overwhelmed. And I'm just going to say that that's not a judgment, by the way. I am someone who struggles with that myself. I see how much work is in front of me, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's like, I'm frozen because I'm just so terrified about how much I have on my plate. Don't worry about that. Just do the next thing that needs to be done, one step at a time. And the candle is sizzling, and when the candle's sizzling, the universe is telling me I'm on the right track, and they are throwing up that hallelujah like it's an old clapboard church. So go ahead and just take it one step at a time, Cancer. What are you conscious of? Oh golly, let's just move this down a little so I don't burn the card. You have the Queen of Wands reversed. You're certainly starting to step into your confidence. You're starting to shed some of those insecurities, but I do get the sense that they're still there and they're holding you back, Cancer, and I need you to not allow that to happen. This cannot hold you back. Whatever this is, there needs to be some self-love here. There needs to be some self-confidence here. You are good enough for this. You have the talent. You just may not have... Look, not all of us have an easy road to the top. That's just, to the top of the mountain. Like, that's the God's honest truth here. There are obstacles in most of our way. Whether they are obstacles that we have placed there ourselves, or I think more often obstacles that society has placed in our path. I am getting the feeling here that some of you are looking at your dream, and your dream is big. Like, this is not like small potatoes. This is a big dream. But you don't believe that you can make it happen because it doesn't happen to people like you, right? Like, you are too poor, or you are too old, or you are whatever the case may be. There are structural issues in your way. You're going to have to overcome them. That is true. But first of all, you are stronger than you think you are with the Moon reversed here in your immediate past. You've already stepped into a place where you're beginning to love yourself in ways you never thought you could. So why can't you do this when the universe is telling you, we're going to move mountains on your behalf as long as you meet us halfway and you come to the mountain, right? This isn't a case of, if Muhammad won't come to the mountain, we'll make, Allah will move the mountain to Muhammad. That's not happening here, right? You're going to have to meet the universe at the mountain, and then the mountain will move. So whatever that is, whether you don't want to rack up a bunch of student loans, the universe is telling you, go ahead and apply to college or trade school or to law school or whatever it is, and then maybe look for scholarships. Find ways to overcome the obstacles in your way. And I think that you are beginning to understand that, but the insecurity that you feel is perhaps holding you back, because there is this sense here that as much as you believe in yourself, you don't believe in society, or you don't believe in the universe's ability to help you to overcome the external obstacles that are in your way. Let's see what's in your subconscious and what's really driving this situation here. The King of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, I definitely get the feeling that for some of you, money is an issue here. That if this is starting a new business, you have this wonderful idea, but you don't have the capital to begin it. And you know what? That's a problem that a lot of folks have. It is very hard for anyone to start a small business, because you have to have a lot of capital and there is very little guarantee of success. But the universe is telling you that whatever this idea is, if it is a small business, you have the talent to make it a success. They are telling you, I think, that you need to sort of pair with somebody who has skills that complement yours in order to be successful. I'm getting a sense of teamwork here. But I'm also getting a feeling that there are some real economic barriers to making your dreams come true that are holding you back. And I think that the universe is telling you, just hold on. Okay? Don't give up. But start thinking about how you can overcome those barriers. And then we will, once you have a plan in place, we will start to move those mountains on your behalf. But I definitely get the feeling that there is this sense of powerlessness with you, that you are personally powerful, but that the power of the structural inequalities in front of you are far too great for you to overcome. And you're not wrong. They are far too great for you to overcome on your own, Cancer. But you're not on your own. You have the universe by your side, and the universe is cheering you on, and the universe is telling you to go for this. They are telling you, step out on faith, trust and believe. We got your back, boo. Like, Cancer, whatever this is, you need to really believe not just in yourself, but in the power of the universe. And I am getting the sense that for at least some of you, that's going to mean teaming up with another person or other people. I see this as a collaborative effort. I don't know why. There is nothing in the cards necessarily that is suggesting collaboration. All of these are individuals who are on their own, from the Fool to the Page of Pentacles to the Seven of Wands here, all the way. I mean, everyone is on their own, but I do get the sense that collaboration is key here. All right. What is your influence over this situation, Cancer? Yeah, Seven of Pentacles. Reversed. There's definitely, this is the practical plane, right? This is the plane of the material. This is the plane of the physical. I do see that you don't have, it says on the card, lack of long-term vision, and I think that kind of sticks to where we're at right now. You have a long-term vision in the sense that you have a dream and you know that you want it to come true. You know what it is you want. You just don't know how to get it. And you're kind of afraid of how much, and the candle is sizzling, so I'm on the right path here. You're kind of afraid about how much work is actually going to be involved. This is not something that is going to happen overnight. This is something that is going to take a long time. And by a long time, I don't know exactly what I mean there. It could be months. It could be years. I I think it's going to be worth it, whatever it is, but it's going to require planning, it's going to require commitment, and it's going to require diligence. You have to be the one to exert that. You're going to have to really dedicate yourself to making this dream come true and to doing what the cow card suggested, which is to make sure you're building it on a solid foundation. So you have all the skills you need in order to make this succeed, that you have all the support you need in order to make this succeed, that you have all the qualifications and credentials that you need in order to make this succeed, that you have all the knowledge that you need in order to make this succeed. You got to have all of that, okay? Because there are some massive obstacles in your way. You can overcome them, but you're going to have to be strategic. Let's see what the outside influence on this situation is. The Queen of Cups. Universe is on your side, Cancer. You know, the universe is really on your side. This is Gemini and Cancer energy right here. This is your energy. The universe is your biggest cheerleader. I think that there are people out there who are willing to help you. You know, the world is on your side, not just the universe, but I think other people are on your side as well. I think you have a lot of support out there. It's just support that you perhaps have not noticed or have not encountered yet, but it's out there. The universe wants you to succeed. I want you to succeed. And it looks like other people want you to succeed as well. So whatever this is, you know, last week I said you're going to change the world. I think that other folks are going to recognize this as you progress down the path toward your dream, and they're going to want to accompany you. Sort of like how when I'm getting an image of when in the movie Forrest Gump, when Forrest was running across America and he started by himself, but then suddenly there's this huge pack of people following him and he sort of gets this cult following. I see that with you. Like, as you're just running toward your dream, you're just going to attract like-minded people who want you to succeed and are there to support you and help you, and they're just going to follow you. In a way, I get the feeling that you are possibly someone with a lot of leadership potential. I don't know, Cancer, that you have stepped into that potential or that potential has been fully realized yet, but I do get a sense that you are somebody, and that could be why the Emperor here is blocking you, is that you haven't stepped into your full potential yet. And so this could be a very personal card, but that Emperor could be you. And I mean, just look at how many... All right, we have the King of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, the King of Cups, the Queen of Cups. 3 of the court cards are reversed, and the Emperor is blocking you. You haven't stepped into your leadership potential yet, but your leadership potential is all around. That's kind of the feeling I'm getting there. And it's okay that you haven't stepped into that leadership potential yet, because this Fool card right here, okay, you're at this brand new start. This is the start of your journey, okay? This is brand new, whatever this is. And so it's okay that you haven't realized your full potential yet, because no one expects you to. No one expects you to have realized that potential yet. You're just beginning. And that's fine. But we all got to begin somewhere. I mean, oh golly, even someone who is elected president of the United States, they don't start out as president of the United States. You know, they have to begin somewhere. So, you know, getting elected to the city council or to the school board. Even, you know, somebody who is an award-winning actor has to begin, you know, taking bit roles or walk-on parts or guest roles or whatever. So there is an element of paying your dues here, is what I'm saying. But the universe is on your side, and I'm just getting such a great feeling about this. All right. Your hopes and fears are the King of Swords. Again, another court card. I'll be damned. I do get a sense that you're afraid that you're not as disciplined as you need to be. And that's okay. You may not be as disciplined as you need to be. Discipline is something that can be learned, though, okay? So, again, this is just to me, I think, a recognition of the fact that you don't have all of the tools you need in order to succeed, which goes back to the cow card here. But that's all right. You're understanding this. You're understanding. I see a lot of honesty with yourself about the things you are lacking. But I also see a lot of hope that you can go ahead and obtain, attain the skills that you need to succeed. And you have a lot of determination, a lot of drive, a lot of intelligence, you're very capable. Cancer, you're very, very capable. And so I don't know necessarily what it is that you're afraid of, but I don't know. I think you just need to go for it. That's the feeling I'm getting here. The universe is telling you just to go for it. This King of Swords has given me a lot of really good energy. This is more hope than it is fear. I mean, there's a lot of confidence in you, Cancer, and as well there should be. You just need to make sure that confidence doesn't become cockiness because, like I said, you are just beginning this journey. And the universe is being very explicit with the cow card and with the rest of this reading that there are skills that you need. You need help in order to make this dream come true. You just got to go out and find it. All right. And what is the most likely outcome here? Can I move this incense so that, I just spilled on my table. That's all right. I'll clean it up afterward. Most likely outcome? Four of Swords. All right. This is within the next 3 months, I would say. I mean, it's the immediate future, most likely outcome. I see you're going to feel overwhelmed by the obstacles in front of you. And that's frankly perhaps to be expected. I do get the feeling you are up against quite a bit here. That is maybe not the card I would have liked to have ended this reading on, but it is the card that came up. I think there are some things you may need to go ahead and think long and hard about. And I'm getting the feeling that you just need to really think about how you're going to make this dream come true. You are at the beginning of this after all. And so it may not necessarily be time to put things in, put a plan into action. This Four of Swords could just be telling you that for the next couple months, you need to do what this reading is telling you to do and what the cow card is telling you to do and come up with a plan. You need to figure out a plan for your own success. You are the author of your own destiny here. The universe is telling you, first of all, go ahead, with last week's reading, go ahead. You have the talent and the skills to succeed. Now the universe is telling you, go ahead and plan ahead. You need to make a plan here. You need to figure out how to make this happen. The universe is on your side. They're willing to move mountains, but you have to go to the mountain. So, and I think most of you will, if I'm being honest. This is the beginning of a journey. You are just now starting out. Whatever this is, even if you are finishing up a project that you are about to send out into the world, like a creative project, maybe you're a painter and you are finishing up the next Mona Lisa. In order for you to succeed, you're going to have to network with art dealers and galleries and all of that, and you're going to have to get the painting appraised. I mean, there are practical things you're going to have to do. So just because a work of art is finished doesn't mean that the journey is over. Oftentimes that is just the beginning of the journey. And so you may need to start thinking about those practicalities of the material plane. I really do feel like this is telling you there are material issues, practical issues that need addressing by you in order for this to succeed. But you are at the beginning of a beautiful journey, Cancer, and it is, I think, the beginning of your dreams coming true. So I'm just so pleased for you right now overall. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. Ace of Swords! Yeah, you're going to be successful. Yeah, this is a card of just like absolute, perfection as far as I'm concerned. success, clear vision, not physical vision, but sort of mental vision. It's a powerful card, and it's just, I'm so pleased for you, especially, I mean, since we have the Four of Swords reversed here, and I wasn't thrilled with the way that ended. I'm really glad that we get to end on the Ace of Swords here. I do think this Four of Swords is really just telling you that for the foreseeable future, you're going to have some planning and some sort of work to do. And I get the feeling that for you, it's going to be boring work. It's not going to be work you particularly enjoy. It's paperwork. It's finding grants and scholarships and things like that. And that's tedious, I know, but it has to be done. And the universe is telling you, especially, that you need to do this work in order to build upon a solid foundation. So let's go ahead and end this reading with an Oracle of Delphi card. I always like to end with an Oracle of Delphi card because it is an optimistic card. Golly, we already have one. And they're pretty to look at, I was going to say. But I didn't get a chance to. We have a flipper here. Enchanter. Magnetic. Open. Reveal. And perhaps the most important word for you, Cancer, manifest. Yeah, it's time to start manifesting those dreams, Cancer. It is time for you to enchant the world with this new idea and with your talent. But in order for you to do that, I mean, you can't enchant people and magnetize people without first having a stage to perform on, if we're going to follow this sort of metaphor. And I think you're going to have to build your own stage here. And I don't necessarily think that that's what you want to hear, but I think that's what's going to have to happen, is that you're going to have to blaze your own trail. The universe is going to help you, but you're going to have to blaze your own trail to make your dreams come true. So that's what I'm getting for you, Cancer. I hope you found this reading helpful. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and smash that subscribe button. I think that's what the kids say these days. And otherwise, I will see you next week, my beautiful Cancerians. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.